If you're over 60 and your legs have been feeling tired, stiff, or heavy, even after simple walks or standing too long, this video is for you. You might think it's just age, but in many cases, it's not just aging, it's what you're putting in your body every single day. Some common habits, even healthy ones, could be quietly draining your strength and mobility. Today, we're going to uncover 2 common vitamins that may actually be working against your legs, especially if you're taking them without medical guidance. And we'll explore how certain foods can speed up the decline in leg strength, flexibility, and independence. Because here's the shocking truth. Your legs aren't just tired, they may be fighting a battle they were never meant to fight. Caused by vitamin imbalances, everyday meals, and hidden additives that quietly damage your mobility from the inside out. But there's hope. In this video, you'll learn exactly what to look out for and what to do instead to reclaim your energy, ease your steps, and stay independent for years to come. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's give your legs the strength they deserve. Your legs are your foundation, literally. They carry your body, support your joints, and power every step you take. But as you age, especially after 60, several changes start happening. Muscle mass shrinks. You naturally lose 1 to 2% of your muscle each year unless you actively maintain it. Circulation slows down. Less oxygen reaches your muscles, making them weaker over time. Mineral absorption changes. Your body doesn't absorb magnesium or calcium as efficiently. Hormones shift. Estrogen and testosterone levels drop, affecting recovery and strength. And while these changes are natural, they're not irreversible. What you eat and how you supplement plays a massive role in how fast this process accelerates or slows down. Let's talk about 2 vitamins that are widely recommended and yet, when taken in the wrong way, can do more harm than good. Fiber is essential in the right dose, but in higher quantities, especially the preformed type from supplements or fortified foods, it can quietly build up in your body and trigger serious problems, especially in seniors. Why is this such a big deal after 60? As we age, our liver's ability to detoxify and regulate fat-soluble vitamins like A declines. That means excess intake from multiple sources, like multivitamins, cod liver oil, and fortified breakfast cereals, doesn't just pass through you, it accumulates. That accumulation can lead to muscle inflammation, particularly in large muscle groups like the thighs and calves, joint stiffness that mimics arthritis, weakened reflexes and slower recovery after exercise or strain. A common early sign? Feeling sore or stiff, even when you didn't overdo it physically. A study from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research linked high vitamin A intake to increased hip fracture risk in older adults, likely due to impaired calcium and vitamin D metabolism. Hidden sources of excess vitamin A: liver and pate, multivitamins with 100% plus RDA, fortified milk or cereals, high-dose skin or acne supplements like retinoids. Better alternatives: eat colorful plant foods, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin for beta-carotene, which your body converts as needed. No overdose risk. Avoid combining cod liver oil with a daily multivitamin unless guided by a doctor. If you're supplementing A, get blood work done to make sure you're not heading toward hypervitaminosis A. Art 2. Vitamin D. When healthy bones comes at a price. Vitamin D has become the darling of the supplement world, and it's earned its place. It helps calcium absorption, boosts mood, and supports immunity. But here's the overlooked reality. Too much vitamin D can calcify your muscles and blood vessels, especially when it's not balanced with K2 and magnesium. After 60, our body fat stores vitamin D longer, and our kidneys may struggle to regulate calcium if too much is circulating. This can trigger leg stiffness and tight calves, painful muscle cramps, especially at night, tingling or burning sensations, excessive fatigue after walking or light exertion. You might not realize it's related to your vitamin D dose. But if you're taking over 2,000 IU daily without testing your blood levels, it's time to reassess. A 2021 review in Nutrients found that high doses of vitamin D increased soft tissue calcification risk in older patients, a condition linked to muscle weakness, arterial stiffness, and even heart valve issues. High vitamin D without enough vitamin K2, especially MK7, causes calcium to settle in the wrong places, like your knees, thighs, or blood vessels. What to do? Get your 25 OHD levels tested before starting or adjusting a supplement. Stick to 800 to 2000 IU day unless your doctor says otherwise. Pair D3 with K2 and magnesium glycinate to promote proper calcium distribution. Consider getting vitamin D from sunlight plus food, like salmon, sardines, or mushrooms, instead of relying solely on pills. Your vitamins are important, but food plays an equally big role in how your feet feel. Here are 13 everyday items that are silently sapping your strength and balance. Part 13. Sugary treats, fuel for inflammation. Everyone loves a little dessert, but sugar, especially refined and added sugar, has a nasty habit of inflaming your joints, taxing your muscles, and spiking insulin levels. Here's how sugar weakens your legs. Triggers chronic inflammation, especially in muscle tissue. Causes insulin resistance, which starves your muscles of glucose. Weakens blood flow. Reducing nutrient delivery to lower limbs. Encourages fat storage in the midsection, putting more pressure on hips and knees. That innocent-looking pastry? It might leave your legs heavier and less responsive than they should be. Most Americans over 60 consume more than double the recommended sugar limit, often from unexpected sources like flavored yogurt, juice blends, and low-fat snacks. Swap ideas. Fresh berries with chia seeds. Apple slices with almond butter. Yogurt with cinnamon and unsweetened cocoa powder. Part 12. Fried foods and trans fats circulation killers. Let's talk fries, nuggets, and donuts. As tasty as they are, they're loaded with trans and oxidized fats that damage your blood vessels and harden your muscle tissue over time. This makes it harder for your leg muscles to get oxygen, glucose, essential amino acids. The result? Heavier steps, longer recovery, more soreness after even moderate activity. Not to mention, fried foods are low in micronutrients and increase LDL cholesterol, which stiffens your arteries and impacts blood flow to the lower limbs. Swap ideas. Oven-roasted sweet potatoes, air-fried zucchini or cauliflower, baked salmon or grilled chicken thighs. Part 11. Refined grains, fuel without firepower. White bread, instant noodles, and packaged crackers may fill your stomach, but they don't feed your muscles. These carbs spike your blood sugar and create crashes, which means less sustained energy for your legs and core. They're also low in fiber, low in magnesium, B vitamins, and protein, high on the glycemic index. Over time, they contribute to muscle wasting and leave your body feeling empty, especially in the legs. Upgrade options: sprouted grain bread, buckwheat, quinoa, or steel-cut oats. Add eggs or avocado for balanced meals. Part 10. Alcohol, sneaky muscle drainer. Let's talk honestly. A glass of wine now and then isn't the end of the world. But as we age, our body's tolerance and metabolism of alcohol changes dramatically. And the effects show up in our muscles, especially our legs. Here's what happens after 60. Your liver becomes slower at detoxifying alcohol. Alcohol reduces magnesium and potassium absorption, key for leg muscle contraction. It impairs muscle protein synthesis, meaning your legs recover slower and lose tone faster. It dehydrates you, and dehydration is a major trigger for leg cramps, especially at night. Ever noticed how you feel extra achy the morning after drinking, even without doing anything strenuous? That's your legs telling you, I didn't recover properly. Studies show that even moderate alcohol use in older adults increases the risk of falls, muscle weakness, and slower wound healing. What to do? Stick to one drink max, if at all, and never daily. Always hydrate alongside. Water plus electrolytes is best. Avoid alcohol on days when you're exercising or feeling sore. Part 9. Processed meats. High sodium, low-strength ham, sausages, hot dogs, bacon. They're easy, fast, and tasty. But they're also loaded with preservatives and nitrates that inflame joints. High sodium that causes water retention and bluing. Saturated fats that stiffen blood vessels and slow circulation to legs. The result? Puffy ankles, tight calves, aching knees. You might think you're just aging, but these foods are quietly making your legs work harder than they should. A large-scale study in BMJ linked processed meats to increased frailty and loss of muscle function in adults over 60. Healthier swaps: shredded chicken breast, boiled eggs or canned salmon, low sodium. Avocado slices with lemon juice and sea salt. Part 8. Instant noodles, empty fuel, hidden risk. Instant noodles are cheap, quick, and bad news for your legs. Here's why. They're mostly refined flour with little to no protein, contain high sodium and MSG, both of which promote inflammation and fluid retention. Lack fiber, so blood sugar crashes are common, leaving you drained and shaky. You may not feel it right away, but a diet high in noodles and low in nutrients slowly erodes your leg stamina, shrinks muscle mass, and reduces balance. Smarter options: brown rice noodles with bok choy and tofu. Soba noodles, made from buckwheat with sesame oil. Add boiled egg or shrimp for muscle-supporting protein. Part 7. Industrial cakes and pastries, sweet but dangerous. Most packaged cakes and cupcakes are full of hydrogenated oils, trans fats that damage circulation, refined sugars that weaken insulin response, artificial additives that trigger systemic inflammation. If you notice joint stiffness or leg soreness the day after a sugary treat, it's not your imagination. It's your body reacting to the metabolic stress. Many commercial cakes also lack essential nutrients like magnesium, calcium, or protein, creating an empty calorie bomb that worsens muscle loss. Try this: homemade oat bars sweetened with mashed banana or dates, almond flour muffins with dark chocolate chips, apple slices baked with cinnamon and nut butter. Part 6. Ultra-processed cheeses, salt bombs in disguise. Not all cheese is bad, but cheese spreads, pre-shredded blends, and flavored slices often contain high salt, fluid retention, swelling, phosphates, interfere with mineral balance, low-quality protein that doesn't support muscle repair. These types of cheeses can trigger nighttime cramps, fatigue, and muscle sluggishness, especially in large leg muscles that work hard all day. Better cheese choices: cottage cheese, high protein, low sodium; ricotta or plain farmer's cheese; small amounts of aged cheese like Parmesan, paired with fiber. Part 5. Ice cream, cold treat, hot trouble. On a hot day, ice cream hits the spot. But industrial ice creams, especially low-cost brands, are loaded with saturated fat and refined sugar, double inflammation, emulsifiers and thickeners that disrupt gut health, artificial flavors and colors that worsen joint pain and circulation issues. Over time, these ingredients slow nutrient absorption, cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, and increase fall risk due to unstable leg energy. Satisfy the craving with frozen banana blended with cocoa, banana ice cream; coconut yogurt plus berries; Greek yogurt with frozen mango and cinnamon. Part 4. Milk chocolate, too much sweet, too little cocoa. That piece of chocolate might lift your mood, but milk chocolate often includes tons of sugar, weakens muscles and triggers cravings. Palm oil or hydrogenated fat impairs circulation. Barely any real cocoa, which is where the health benefits come from. The result? You're left feeling tired, bloated, and strangely heavy in your legs. Switch to dark chocolate, 70% plus cocoa. 1 to 2 squares per day. Homemade cacao smoothies with almond milk. Chocolate hummus. Yes, it's a thing, and it's delicious. Part 3. MSG, flavor booster or muscle risk. Monosodium glutamate, or MSG, is often used in seasoning packets, soups, frozen meals, and instant noodles to intensify flavor. But for older adults, the neurological and muscular consequences of regular MSG intake are real. MSG stimulates excitatory neurotransmitters that can overstimulate nerve cells, especially in those over 60. It's been linked to symptoms like tingling, tightness, cramping, and heaviness in the legs. Often combined with high sodium, MSG increases fluid retention and reduces blood flow to muscle tissue. Some people are sensitive and feel the effects immediately. For others, it builds silently over time. A study from Neuroscience Letters linked excessive MSG intake to changes in motor coordination and muscular fatigue in aging models. Read labels. MSG also appears as yeast extract, natural flavor, or hydrolyzed protein. Cook with herbs like garlic, rosemary, and paprika instead. Use lemon, vinegar, or sea salt for bright flavor without chemicals. Part 2. Canned foods. Convenience that comes at a cost. Canned soups, meats, and vegetables are practical, but the trade-offs for leg health can't be ignored. High sodium levels lead to swelling in the feet and calves, a clear sign of fluid retention. Chemical preservatives like sodium benzoate and nitrates can disrupt metabolic function, reducing oxygen availability to your muscles. Some cans may leach small amounts of aluminum, which in large accumulation has been associated with muscle fatigue and neurological changes. Even when the food inside looks healthy, the packaging and preservation process can strip away nutrients and add toxins your muscles don't need. Better options: choose low-sodium canned items, rinse them before eating. Switch to frozen veggies, which retain more nutrients without added chemicals. Cook larger batches of food at home and freeze for convenience without compromise. Part 1. Processed snacks and filled cookies. Those cream-filled cookies or packaged bars might seem harmless, even light. But they often contain a triple threat: trans fats, which reduce blood flow to your legs, added sugars, which spike insulin and starve your muscles of steady energy, synthetic emulsifiers and stabilizers, which stress the liver and impair recovery. These types of snacks don't fuel your muscles, they drain them. Over time, your legs feel heavier, your balance worsens, and your endurance fades faster than it should. Many processed snacks also contribute to abdominal weight gain, which increases pressure on the hips, knees, and ankles, especially dangerous in aging adults. Try homemade trail mix, unsalted nuts, dried fruit, rice cakes with almond butter and cinnamon, dates stuffed with nut butter, nature's cookie. Let's bring this full circle, because two of the most essential vitamins for older adults might actually be working against your legs when taken incorrectly. Your body can't flush out excess vitamin A like it can with water-soluble vitamins. Once you pass 60, your liver becomes slower at processing it, and the result can be muscle soreness, back pain, stiffness in your thighs, and even poor balance due to reduced calcium-magnesium interaction. You might not suspect your daily multivitamin or cod liver oil, but if you're getting vitamin A from multiple sources, it adds up fast. If you're already eating dairy, liver, and eggs, skip the extra pill unless a doctor says otherwise. Vitamin D helps calcium get into your bloodstream, but without K2 and magnesium, that calcium can end up in the wrong places, like your arteries, tendons, or even the muscles in your thighs and calves. This causes cramps, stiff legs, electrical signal issues in muscles, like twitching or trembling. It also burdens your kidneys, which control fluid balance in your legs. If your legs are swelling and stiff, and you're taking high-dose D3, it may not be helping. It may be overloading. Always pair vitamin D with K2, MK7, and magnesium. And always test before you guess. So to recap, if your legs feel weak, sore, or tight, don't just blame age. Look at what's in your supplements and what's on your plate. 2 overused vitamins. 15 everyday foods. 1 smarter, stronger you. So what did we learn? Your legs are more than limbs. They're your foundation. They carry your independence, your memories, your future. And after 60, They deserve better fuel, smarter supplements, and real support. We've exposed 2 vitamins that, when taken without balance, can quietly sabotage your muscle strength. We've uncovered 15 everyday foods that might seem harmless, but may be draining your stamina, triggering cramps, and making recovery harder than it needs to be. But here's the good news. You're not stuck with tired legs. You're not doomed to stiffness or slow steps. With just a few smart choices, rebalancing your supplements, upgrading your snacks, cooking with intention, you can wake up with lighter legs, more energy, and stronger balance than you've felt in years. So here's your gentle challenge. Pick one thing from today's video, just one, and put it into action this week. Maybe it's switching to dark chocolate. Maybe it's pairing your D3 with K2. Or maybe it's saying goodbye to those salty canned soups. Whatever it is, your body will notice. Let us know in the comments, which of these foods or vitamins surprised you the most? What small change are you ready to make today? And if this helped you, even just a little, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone you love. And subscribe for more real-world health tips right here on Healthy Aging Vault. Because this stage of life, it's not about slowing down. It's about powering up with wisdom. Stay strong, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.